students, today we want to see how we can solve trigonometric equations. Now, if you take this that sine theta is same thing as saying cos 90 minus theta, and cos theta is same thing as sine 90 minus theta. So where you see sine theta, you can put cos 90 minus theta. And where you see cos theta, you can put sine 90 minus theta. So they are trigonometric identities. Now let's solve this question. Solve the following equations. Sine theta is equal to cos 35. So you are told to look for theta. Now look at this. You realize that here you are having, at this left hand side, you are having sine. At this right hand side, you are having cos. So before they can work together, both of them should be the same. Now looking at these identities, we are having sine theta equals cos 90 minus theta. So to make this look the same, so in place of sine theta, I'll put cos 90 minus theta. So I'm having, in place of sine theta, we are having cos 90 minus theta should be equal to cos 35. Now you realize since we are having cos here, so this cos and cos can easily be cancelled out. So you are left with what? 90 minus theta equals 35. Now, if 90 minus theta is equal to 35, this 90 can come here. So the sign in front of this 90 here is what? Positive. When you crosses the equality sign, it will now be what? Negative. So you have minus theta equals 35 minus 90. Now, 35 minus 90 will give you what? Minus 55. You are looking for positive theta, not negative theta. So what we have to do is divide both sides by negative 1 minus 1. So minus divided by minus will give us plus, making theta, minus divided by minus is plus, making theta is equal to 55 degrees. Now let's consider another example. If sine alpha equals cos 3 theta, sine alpha equals cos 3 theta, according to the identities, you know sine theta is equal to cos 90 minus theta. Now, if sine theta equals cos 90 minus theta, now here you are having alpha. So in place of theta, you just represent it with alpha. So it means that sine alpha is equal to cos 90 minus alpha. So where we see sine 90 alpha, you can substitute your cos 90 minus alpha. Now, so in place of sine alpha, you can put cos 90 minus alpha. So for us, you know, here the question is saying sine alpha is equal to cos 3 alpha. So to make it easier, we need to make both sides the same. So in place of sine alpha, I'll put cos 90 minus alpha. So cos 90 minus alpha equals cos 3 alpha. So you can see that in both left hand side and right hand side, we are having cos. So this cos can easily cancel out. So we are now left with what? 90 minus alpha equals 3 alpha. So now we can now bring this minus alpha to this other side. So this minus alpha, when it crosses the equality sign, is going to turn to what? Positive. So that means you have 90 should be equal to 3 alpha plus alpha. So 90 is equal to 3 alpha plus alpha is equal to what? 4 alpha. Now, if you divide both sides by 4, you realize that our alpha will give you 22.5 degrees. So our alpha will give you 22.5 degrees. Considering this third example, cos 2 alpha equals 3 sine 3 alpha. Cos 2 theta rather equals sine 3 theta. You know, in the identities, we said that sine theta equals cos 90 minus theta and cos theta equals sine 90 minus theta. So to be able to suit what we are having here, I'm going to write it in such a way that it will suit it. So let us get the identity for cos, since I want both sides to be what? Sine. So you're having cos theta is equal to cos 90 minus theta, and cos theta is equal to sine 90 minus theta. So we are going to use cos theta. So if we are having cos theta equals sine 90 minus theta. Now, so I want us to have sine in both case, in both side. Now you realize that, but here I'm having 2 theta. So this theta will represent 2 theta. So if we are having cos 2 theta, so that means it should be same thing as well, sine 90 minus 2 theta. So it means this theta is representative of these 2 theta. So if that is the case, it will now be what? Minus 2 theta at this side. Now in place of cos 2 theta, I'm going to replace it with sine 90 minus 2 theta. So that means you're having sine 90 minus 2 theta equals sine 3 theta. So here you realize that sine will cancel out. So you are left with what? 90 minus 2 theta equals 3 theta. So this minus 2 theta, you bring it to this side, it will now turn to a plus. So you having 90 should be equal to 3 theta plus 2 theta. 3 theta plus 2 theta will give you us 5 theta. So we are looking for theta, not 5 theta. Because of that, we are going to divide both sides by what? 5. So that means our theta will give us what? 90 divided by 5 will give us 18 degrees. So the value for theta is now 18 degrees. So let's consider another example. You are having cos x equals sine x plus 22. You have cos x equals sine x plus 22. Now, you realize from the identity we said that sine theta equals cos 90 minus theta, and cos theta is equal to sine 90 minus theta. So here you are having cos x equals sine x plus 22. So to make it easier, let's make both of them sine. So that means in place of cos x, I'm going to put what? Sine 90 minus x. So this theta, since in this here you are having what? Cos x. So you have cos x. So the identity you are going to use will be 90 sine 90 minus x. So in place of cos x, I'll put sine 90 minus x. So you're having sine 90 minus x equals sine x plus 22. So now you have sine this side, sine this side. So the sine can easily cancel out. You are now left with 90 minus x is equal to x plus 22. So now let's connect like times. The ones that are having x on one side, so this minus x here, when it comes here, now turn to what? Plus x. This is plus 22. When it comes here, now turn to minus 22. So you have 90 minus 22 equals 68 is equal to x plus x is what? 2x. So to get the value for x, you divide both sides by 2. So that means you'll be having what? 2 divided by 2 is what? X. 68 divided by 2 is what? 34 degrees. So now for the work practice, you are going to solve this. Solve the following equations. Number 1, sine y equals cos 26. 2, cos 2 theta equals sine 7 theta. 3, sine 2 theta minus cos 30 is equal to 0. 4, cos y equals sine y plus 28. 5, sine alpha is equal to cos alpha minus 20. Make sure you like, comment and share this video. Thank you.